Hello everybody and welcome to a new tutorial course that I'll be holding. About a year ago I started a tutorial course that I never got to finish. Um, I don't know exactly why, but I was at the beginning of my YouTube journey, and I figured now with all of the experience that I've accumulated in the past year, I could finally channel it into a concrete uh, tutorial course from start to finish on how to draw for beginners. And I'm going to assume that you have no Photoshop skills. I'm going to assume you don't have Photoshop. I'm going to assume you don't have money to buy Photoshop. I'm going to assume that you are a complete beginner. The name of the course is How to Draw for Dummies. Now, you don't have to take that as an insult. Everybody is at some point a dummy. I was a dummy. I still am in many ways. But you shouldn't be ashamed of being a dummy, quote unquote. I am going to take you through the entire process of making an illustration. At this point, I don't know what I'm going to make, but with the magic of editing, I'm going to show you what we will be making here. So right now you're gonna see on screen what we will be making. I'm going to take you through 7 important steps from figuring out an idea that you want to illustrate, a concept, to how to draw the initial sketch, how to clean up your sketch and the importance of using layers in the cleanup process, how to add colors, how to use layer masks to get the most out of your coloring process, how to create a background, and the importance of drawing in order from adding color to a background, and then finally rendering the colors all over the illustration. And after everything is set in place, adding the final touches. This is my workflow and my work process. I'm in no way I'm by no means an expert. I have to stress this at the beginning of this course. This is my technique, and I hope it will be useful to you. But if you do not agree with the tools I use, the techniques that I use, you are free to browse any other kind of tutorials. In fact, I strongly recommend that you do watch a lot of tutorials and find your own style and your own, you find something a little bit from everywhere and take up and incorporate into your own style. Now, as for the tools that I'll be using, I personally use Adobe Photoshop CS6, but seeing as I've been receiving so many messages from you guys saying that you don't have money to buy Photoshop, I will be using, for the entire process of this tutorial course, I'll be using Photoshop CS2, which is given for free as a free download on the Adobe website. I will link in the description to a guide that tells you exactly how to get it. It's a bit limited, Photoshop CS2 compared to CS6, but it's a great way to get used to the Photoshop atmosphere and mechanism. And I strongly recommend that you use Photoshop instead of resorting to GIMP or other software that, although they are free, they are different from Photoshop. And if you want to be a professional artist, I would suggest that you get used to the free version of Photoshop CS2, and after that, when you feel like going pro, buy Photoshop CS6 or the new version that is CC. I'm not very up to date with what the newest version is, but whatever it is, update to that when you feel ready. So I'll be using CS2, even though I haven't used it in years. I did use it when it first came out, and I was a beginner back then. I am happy to revisit it for the purpose of this course. And my tablet, you will need a tablet. If you don't have money for Photoshop, you can get it for free. If you don't have any skills, no problem. We're going to go through these steps and try to learn, but you will need a graphic tablet. My tablet is a Wacom Bamboo Pen and Touch. It's a very old model. They don't make these anymore, but that's just to show that you can use any kind of tool, any kind of graphics tablet. I strongly suggest that you go to Wacom's website and see all the models. The cheapest one is fantastic. You don't have to buy any kind of fancy model. If you're a beginner and you want an entry-level model, get the cheapest one, and it's good enough. But that being said, I am going to end this intro. Hopefully we'll see you on the next video, and let's get started.